Hello and welcome back. Today we are going to be continuing with our Christmas stories throughout December, and today is based on The Incredibles 2, a super Christmas caper. This was published by Autumn Publishing. The Incredibles are guests of honour at the Christmas festivities in Municiberg, but when duty calls, the Incredibles spring into action to save Christmas and the world. Let's get into it. The Parr family always enjoyed celebrating the holidays together, but this year was extra special. They had been asked to host Municiberg's tree lighting ceremony as the Incredibles, in honour of supers everywhere. Of course, Edna Mode was designing the tree. "Wow," said Helen, admiring Edna's work, including a showstopper tree topper. Dash reached out, feeling its strange cold metal. "Revonium," explained Edna. "Very rare. Highly volatile." "That highly volatile part sounds potentially problematic," said Bob. "Pish posh, don't be silly, Robert. It's perfectly safe. In the wrong hands it could be dangerous," she added with a shrug. "But on top of a Christmas tree, perfectly safe." The evening of the ceremony, the city was bursting with Christmas cheer. The Parr family, now dressed as the Incredibles, stood next to their fellow supers, waving at the crowds. "Thank you so much for coming," said the mayor. "We are honoured to be here," replied Elastigirl. "It is our pleasure," added Frozone. "It has military-grade tinsel, 3.5 million shatterproof lights, and a show-stopper tree topper," Edna explained to the local news reporter. "It's all wow." "So, what happens to it after Christmas?" asked the reporter. "Its permanent home will be in the Municiberg Science Centre," said Edna. "Now, excuse me, darling, I must take my seat. The ceremony is about to begin." After a few festive musical performances, the mayor announced it was time to light the tree. The crowd cheered and counted down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Incredibles pulled the lever. Millions of lights sparked to life, illuminating the towering tree. Then there was a sharp collective gasp as everyone's eyes reached the treetop. It was bare. The tree topper had gone. "What happened? It was just there," shouted the mayor. "Thief!" yelled a little girl, pointing to the figure as it disappeared above the roof of a nearby building. Mr. Incredible whipped round, following the little girl's gesture, but by the time he turned, the figure was gone. The supers sprang into action. Frozone made a wall of ice surrounding the city centre and blocking all exit. Dash pulled him along, helping him finish in a flash. Screech flew overhead, searching for the thief. He spotted a flash of light and a suspicious shadow. "There!" he shouted. Elastigirl stretched to capture the target. She groaned when she saw it was just a nutcracker. A sparkling strand of Christmas lights, not the tree topper, was taped to its hands. Frozone saw a bright glimmer and quickly shot a blast of ice on the suspect's feet. Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible approached, only to find a child looking up at them, holding a shiny toy. "Some lady just gave me this," the boy said. Elastigirl's eyes narrowed. "Misdirection," she said, knowingly. "Basically an expert pickpocket," added Mr. Incredible. "Tricks the eye, sort of like a magician." "Believe nothing you see," said Elastigirl to the supers. "Look for the hidden and don't fall for the obvious. Sometimes she hides in plain sight." Suddenly there was a loud rumbling noise. The ground vibrated as an enormous ball of Christmas decorations tumbled towards the tree. "I got it!" shouted Violet, racing off. Void hurried behind her to help. "Coming with you." Elastigirl nodded and yelled, "Everyone else, don't look where the decorations are coming from or where they're going." Just as the ball was about to roll into the crowd, Violet threw a protective force field, causing it to bounce. Void, using her special powers to teleport the decorations back to where they came from. Together, they managed to keep everyone safe. The other supers continued searching. Mr. Incredible thought he saw someone slip beneath Santa's sleigh. He lifted it above his head, but nobody was there. Suddenly, Christmas music blared through the speakers. Everyone winced and plugged their ears, trying to block out the deafening noise. "Run away from it and not towards it," said Elastigirl. "Don't look at the source." Crucia used his power to crush the speakers, silence them. The rest of the supers scattered and searched. "There!" shouted Violet as she spotted Misdirection ducking into the gingerbread village. "Surround the village!" shouted Mr. Incredible. "Don't take your eyes off it," said Elastigirl. "Nobody move." She's behind that gingerbread elf," said Frozone confidently. "No, she's by the guy in the bow tie," said Mr. Incredible. "I think I saw the one with the moustache move," said Violet. The supers stood on alert as they tried to guess where Misdirection was hiding. Suddenly, Jack teleported into the village and lifted one of the ginger people. "Ba ba ba!" he shouted as he began chewing on its gingerbread. As he lifted it up, he revealed Misdirection holding the tree topper. The snowman seemed to come to life, dancing and singing, drawing everyone's attention. It was another trick by the villain and her sneaky powers. Misdirection made a run for it, but Jack went goopy and stuck to her like glue. He giggled as she tried to shake him loose, bobbing him up and down. "Ba ba ba!" he said through his laughter. Elastigirl stretch-grabbed Misdirection, and Jack, he went back to his normal shape and cuddled safely in Elastigirl's arms. Dash held one end of the string of light and raced around Misdirection, securing her to a candy cane. Before anyone could get to the tree topper, Misdirection flung it into the distance. "If I can't have it, nobody will," she shouted with an evil cackle. Just before it crashed to the ground, Frozone threw out his powers and caught it on an ice slide. The Incredibles breathed huge sighs of relief. They couldn't help thinking about the highly volatile nature of Ravonium and what could have happened. "Auntie Edna is so proud of you, darling," Edna cooed as she stepped forward towards Jack and handed the tree topper to him. Jack smiled as he admired the tree topper's sparkle and shine. "Ba ba ba!" he said. Elastigirl looked at Jack. "Put it on the top," she said. "Ready?" Elastigirl held Jack up as he returned the dazzling tree topper to its proper place. The radiant metal star sparkled in the night like magic. Mr. Incredible put his arms around his family, and they stood with the crowd, admiring the beauty of the tree together. It was a super Christmas, after all. Thanks for watching this video. Like, share, subscribe and support the channel however you can. Stay tuned for more Christmas stories throughout December, and I will see you real soon.